Welcome, my beloved Sagittarius souls. Whether you're a loyal cosmic traveler or a wide-eyed wanderer stumbling upon this channel for the first time, you've just landed at Zodiac Talks Tarot, and let me tell you, it's no accident. If you've ever felt like life was one giant scavenger hunt for truth, purpose, and maybe a decent travel companion who doesn't unpack emotional baggage mid-trip, congratulations, you're in the right place. Now let's talk about May 23rd. Because this date, dear Archer, is far from ordinary. What's coming isn't just some pretty full moon lighting up the night sky. This is a benefic enclosure, a rare, potent alignment featuring Venus, Saturn, and the Moon. In cosmic terms, that's like the universe calling a summit meeting of love, discipline, and deep emotion. And you, my freedom-chasing philosopher, are on the guest list. This particular full moon blooms in Scorpio, so if you've been feeling things a little deeper than usual, grief, longing, mysterious bursts of purpose, it's not random. You're being dialed in, like spiritual Bluetooth. And those 3 to 5 a.m. wake-ups? Yep, you're not alone. Many of the chosen ones are experiencing it. It's as though your soul is waking you up for a download, no coffee needed. Between 3 and 5 in the morning, the veil between the worlds thins. It's when the cosmos whispers, not with a megaphone, but with the kind of subtle clarity that hits you in the gut and leaves your logical mind scrambling to catch up. And Sagittarius, with your innate connection to divine truth and your love of the open skies, you're primed to receive it. So don't waste it scrolling through videos of raccoons stealing cat food. This is sacred time. Write down that strange dream. Meditate. Walk under the stars barefoot if you must. You don't need to decode it all today, just listen. Wisdom, after all, doesn't shout. It shows up in symbols, silence, and sometimes, in full-blown cosmic choreography. Welcome back, Sagittarius. Or welcome home, if it's your first time. Either way, you're here because you're ready. This portal isn't just opening, it's inviting you to become more than you thought possible. Let's journey through it together. Let's talk about what I call the holy trinity of inner transformation: Venus, Saturn, and the Moon. Think of it as your soul's GPS, freshly updated by the universe. Venus, our cosmic muse, brings the love, self-love, heart-opening, vulnerability. Saturn, the great teacher, hands you the roadmap but reminds you there are no shortcuts, and yes, he will check your emotional homework. And the Moon? Oh, she's the one who makes sure you actually feel it all, not just intellectualize your way through like a Sagittarius trying to outthink heartbreak with a philosophy podcast. Now I get it, Sag. Emotions are messy, sticky, and often interrupt your quest for adventure like an unexpected layover in an airport with no Wi-Fi. But this time? Don't run. Don't book a last-minute solo trip to Bali to avoid it. Lean in. There's wisdom hiding in that discomfort, something your soul has been trying to show you through your restlessness. Because right on cue, the Scorpio full moon shows up like a cosmic exorcist with incense and a megaphone. This is no gentle soak in lavender water. No, this is a spiritual pressure wash, the kind that blasts open the hidden chambers of your heart. Emotions may erupt like lava. Past lovers might stroll through your memories like they never ghosted you. Regret, old desires, long buried shame, they'll rise. And then clarity. You might ugly cry in the middle of your living room. You might laugh at the absurdity of it all 2 seconds later. That's not you losing your mind, it's you cleansing it. Scorpio isn't here to break you. It's here to strip away the illusion that you were ever broken in the first place. So when it gets intense, remember, this is the fire that purifies. Trust the process, Sagittarius. It's not the end. It's the start of seeing yourself more honestly and more lovingly than ever before. Let's talk about shadow work, Sagittarius style. I know, I know shadow work sounds like something you'd politely nod at before booking a flight to somewhere with stronger Wi-Fi and zero emotional baggage. But hear me out. Your shadow isn't some dark villain trying to crash your cosmic party, it's actually the misunderstood part of you that just wants an invite to the table. It's like the inner misfit who shows up late, dressed like your emotional past, carrying a suitcase full of unsorted feelings. Here's the cosmic truth, you're not broken. You're just layered. Multidimensional. Like a spiritual lasagna with some spicy karma sauce. And while it might feel easier to stay in the sunny Sagittarius optimism bubble, real growth, the kind that moves mountains and timelines, comes from sitting with the parts of you that don't post well on Instagram. So, light a candle. Pull a tarot card. Breathe. Maybe skip the tequila this time. Let the inner work begin. Because even you wild-hearted wanderers have a basement. And trust me, it's time to dust off the old boxes, face what's inside, and finally realize that what you were scared of was probably just an old story in need of rewriting. And speaking of old stories, buckle up because your intuition? It's hitting full HD. We're talking psychic hotline levels of clarity. Gut feelings that feel like truth bombs. Dreams so vivid they make your waking life look like a low-budget rerun. Write it all down. The strange dreams, the random nudges, the moment you feel like the universe is texting you through song lyrics or parking signs. Especially the weird stuff. Yes, even the dream where you're riding a flying llama across Saturn's rings. You laugh now, but don't be surprised if that llama has a message about your life purpose. Because here's the thing, the year of triumph 2025 isn't waiting around. It's here, Sagittarius, whispering secrets through your subconscious and inviting you to trust the wild, wonderful wisdom that lives within you. All you have to do is listen and maybe keep a dream journal handy. Let's get real, Sagittarius. This cosmic portal is handing out relationship revelations like fortune cookies, but the messages aren't sugar-coated. During this benefic alignment, the veil lifts just enough to let you see people clearly. Not in the filtered, Instagram story kind of way, but in that "oh, that's what your energy really feels like" way. And let me tell you, some folks are soul allies. You'll recognize them by how peaceful your nervous system feels around them. Others? Well, they might have RSVP'd to your spiritual growth party, but that doesn't mean they're invited to stay. This isn't about judgment, it's about resonance. You're evolving, and not everyone will come with you. Some relationships will deepen beautifully. Others will quietly, or not so quietly, fall away. And that's okay. You, dear Sagittarius, weren't put on this earth to entertain energy vampires or cling to connections out of nostalgia. You're here for passion, expansion, truth. Half-hearted vibes? Not on your 2025 itinerary. Now, as we move deeper into this portal's power, something truly luminous starts to ignite, your life purpose. This is the part where the universe clears its throat and says, "Hey, you ready to know why you're really here?" Venus is highlighting your gifts. Saturn, ever the cosmic project manager, is rolling out your blueprint. And the moon? She's making sure your heart is on board with the plan. It's a divine collaboration. And you might not get the full PDF right now, but you'll feel the headline. This isn't just about discovering what you should do. It's also about gracefully retiring the things you were never meant to carry in the first place. So if something suddenly feels hollow or heavy, that's not failure, it's feedback. But here's the kicker, this portal doesn't stay open forever. You've got 48 to 72 hours of peak clarity. Think of it as spiritual golden hour. So don't waste it scrolling through other people's drama or overscheduling your calendar with distractions. Go to nature. Sit by water. Walk without earbuds. Journal until your wrist complains. This is sacred time. The chosen ones aren't out there forcing their path, they're realigning with it. You're not chasing purpose, you're remembering it. And if you do it right, Sagittarius, you'll walk out of this portal clearer, lighter, and a whole lot more yourself than you've ever been. And now, Sagittarius, we arrive at the heart of the matter, the moment where the stars stop whispering and start roaring. This is your turning point. That old version of you? Let's be honest, it was never the final draft. More like a beta test, running on outdated belief systems and just enough emotional Wi-Fi to keep things functional but not exactly fulfilling. You weren't broken, you were booting up. And now? You're fully online. The universe hasn't been pushing you gently, patting your back with celestial encouragement. No, it's been training you cosmic bootcamp style. Every misstep, delay, heartbreak, and inconvenient plot twist was just spiritual resistance training. And now that you're here, standing at the edge of this sacred portal, the universe isn't offering a polite invitation. It's shoving you. Lovingly, of course. Like the wise old monk who knows you won't jump until someone lights the fire under your cushion. So drop the mask. Sagittarius, we both know you've got one. Maybe it's the I'm fine mask. Maybe it's the I don't need anyone mask. Or my personal favorite, the I'll deal with this after I book a trip to Costa Rica mask. Whatever version you've been hiding behind, it's time to let it burn. Because what's coming for you isn't small. It's not another round of playing it safe. It's your becoming. Now, if this message lit even a small spark in your soul, you already know what to do. Like the video. Share it with your fellow archers or anyone wandering through their own cosmic turning point. Drop your truth in the comments, I read them, and believe me, your voice adds to the collective magic. Especially to my Sagittarius tribe, those riding this wild wave of the Year of Triumph 2025, you're not alone in this awakening. You're not the only one shedding old skins and asking bigger questions. You're not the only one who's ready to stop surviving and start thriving. Subscribe to this channel, Zodiac Talks Tarot, if you haven't already. Not because you need more content to scroll through, but because you need reminders. You need reflections. You need a community that doesn't flinch at the messy middle of transformation. So here's your final mantra: stay brave. Stay weird. Stay wild. And remember, not all who wander are lost. Some are just waiting for their moon phase, and guess what, Sagittarius? Yours just rose.